Jonathan Lee Riches investigates new court order in the Bryan Kohberger case. I'm going to share with you a judge who was the presiding judge in the case, a new court order that he filed on October 20th, 2023 in regards to the upcoming 10/26 hearing. Bryan Kohberger back in court on the afternoon and the morning of 10/26/2023. The morning court hearing, there's a morning court hearing. That is closed to the public, it's sealed. But there is an afternoon court hearing, 1 p.m. Pacific, that is open to the media and the public. And he just dropped a court order, and I want to share that court order with all of you. Check it out. New court order in the Bryan Kohberger case. I'll read this to you. The court is mindful that limited courtroom capacity and potential travel restrictions may interfere with the victims and the defendant's family's ability to observe the court proceedings in this case on October 26, 2023 at 1 p.m. Pacific. Therefore, in the event that they are unable or prefer not to attend the proceeding in person, the court finds it necessary to make the court proceedings available via Zoom for the victims and the defendant's immediate family members under the following restrictions. 1. The victims and defendant's immediate family members may observe the court proceedings in person via Zoom. And then the judge there gave the meeting ID and passcode but whited out so the public can't see. That is given to the victims and the defendant's family members. The Zoom information above shall not be disseminated to anyone other than the victims and the defendant's immediate family members. That's number 2. And number 3, any recording or live streaming of the proceedings is prohibited. Judge signed it, 10/20/2023. So another Zoom hearing where family members of the victims and the defendants can attend instead of attending in person. So the families, victims' families, and the defendants' families can, if they choose to, instead of going there physically in court, they can attend it via Zoom. And that's been going on a lot with this Bryan Kohberger case. The judge, and I've never really seen this before in other major cases. Usually all the families, everybody, anyone that wants to attend has to attend in person. No special privileges, right? But in this particular case, lately, there's been these options for the victim's family members and the defendant's family members to attend via Zoom. Now, that's going on. Now, I'm thinking a little bit about this case. I don't have a personal problem with the victims' families attending the Zoom hearing because the state represents the victims. The victims are the 4 families, the 4 innocent college students who were brutally stabbed during the early morning hours of November 13, 2022. I have no problem with the 4 victims' families. I kind of have a problem with the defendants' families because the defendants' family, Bryan Kohberger's parents, said immediate family, so assuming sister or grandparents, to me, they're not victims like the 4 victims. So why does the defendants' families get special accommodations, in this case? Why do they get special treatment when I don't feel like they're victims, unless you feel like they're victims? Now, I've been speaking to Kohberger's side of the family, and I can say that the family is very livid at him, mad, particularly his sisters. And we talked about this on my live before. We talked about Kohberger's sisters because you Google their names is out there, synonymous with Bryan Kohberger's crimes, can't separate themselves from what Bryan Kohberger did. Parents, not so sure if they actually hate him, but it's interesting because I put out a tweet based off what a family member of the Kohbergers told me. And I'm going to share this tweet with all of you. Check it out. I tweeted this out on my Twitter profile at JLR Investigates. Please make sure you follow me on Twitter. I said, if Bryan Kohberger's dad, Michael, can go all the way out to Washington State to drive with Bryan back home to PA, he could go to Idaho to attend Bryan Kohberger's court hearings. But he hasn't. Looks like he just doesn't care about his son, Bryan, anymore. Probably knows Bryan's guilty. And this tweet got a lot of engagement. Got almost 30,000 views. A lot of comments on there. Almost got ratioed by the Bryan Kohberger innocent group. You know, there's a group out there that actually believes Bryan Kohberger is innocent. So Bryan Kohberger's dad, he went all the way out to Pullman to bring Kohberger back to Pennsylvania for the holidays. You know, when after the murders happened, Kohberger went back to Pennsylvania to his parents' home. Inside his parents' home, he got arrested inside his parents' home. And his dad went all the way out for that. Why hasn't his dad gone out to the court hearing in Idaho in support to stand there with the son? Does he not care for him anymore? Now, the judge, gave the option for defendants' families to attend it via Zoom. Has the defendant's family been attending his case? Has Kohberger's family been attending these proceedings via Zoom? If they haven't, why not? And should they? Or does it not matter? Well, I kind of think it does matter. Because you would think if you are charged with a crime you did not do, which Kohberger is fighting right now, you would think the family members would align with that and be there supporting him at all costs. After all, you got an innocent man behind bars, right? Are they doing that or are they not? I don't see them doing that publicly. So what is going on with the Kohberger family? Do you know anything that's going on with the case? I am covering this case extensively. I'll be covering the proceedings when they go on and share with all of you. I got pool access where I can get my own stream of the pool. The pool will be Court TV on the national level. I've been notified that Court TV will be the pool, but I will get the footage, share with all of you. We will dissect. We'll do analysis. We'll talk about the Kohberger case. If you're not familiar with my channel, JLR Investigates, subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button, check out my Moscow, Idaho playlist. We will talk soon. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned.